I think I'm starting to feel MCU burnout. Up until this point, I've loved almost everything that Marvel has put out, and even in their big risks and their jumps and their leaps to try to move something forward effectively, when it hasn't always landed, I've still appreciated it, but recently it just feels sort of exhausting. Phase 4 is already loads longer than all of the 3 previous phases of the universe, and it's not even done yet. And as of right now, it still feels like we don't exactly know where it's going. We have some ideas, exploring ancient gods, exploring the multiverse, coming-of-age stories on Disney+. There's so much branching out and so much expansion that it should be a great thing, but it's just turning into a lot to process and digest, and a lot of it is just sort of missing the mark for me. Now, I understand that many people just watch these movies for mindless entertainment, to turn their brain off and to escape the real world for 2 hours and 30 minutes, however long it may be, maybe even 30 minutes if you're just talking about a Marvel Disney Plus show. And that's great. I have nothing against those people, and I totally understand where you're coming from. They're not meant to be taken 100% seriously. This is something that is happening outside of our reality. It is not pertaining to the real world. I comprehend that completely. But what I admire so deeply about what Kevin Feige has been able to do and bring all of these filmmakers and these actors and these storylines together so effectively, that from Iron Man to Avengers Endgame, that 22 movie stretch, there was a clear and present objective. There was a linear through line that connected each individual movie in one way or another. Now, we didn't 100% fully know what direction it was headed in, but at least from the beginning, from the first phase, we had some sort of idea what it was leading to when they ended phase 1 with Avengers. And that gave us the possibility of bringing all of our heroes together and connecting our universe with what's beyond the world. Forcing a god in the sky to join forces with a billionaire playboy who has made his way and built everything that he is. That he's a human person who has the money, who has the capacity, who has the willingness to put himself on the line to make something larger than himself to protect the universe that he lives in. That's great. That seemed like such a beyond fathomable idea, yet they pulled it off, and they only got bigger from there. And then when you finally reach Avengers Endgame, there's such a conclusiveness to it that it almost feels natural that that's the end. Obviously, we knew it wouldn't be the end, but it was the end of a massive chapter with so many questions and a whole new world to explore that in the beginning, our minds were wandering, theories were happening, our hopes were higher than ever for what's to come. And I feel like in Phase 4 so far, there's been just bright spots. There's been moments of absolute greatness. Whether you're talking about WandaVision, which kicked off the whole Marvel Disney Plus release platform. Shang-Chi told one of the greatest origin stories we've gotten in the entire universe. We got to see all 3 Spider-Men from across the multiverse join together in battle. 6-year-old me would have been bawling my eyes out. And 18-year-old me was bawling my eyes out. But even in each of those great moments across all of the releases of Phase 4 thus far, it feels like they're all reaching towards something completely different. And the entire point of a universe like this is to have them all come together in some way. At least that's how it's been formatted in the past. Whether or not it's going to be like that in the future, they just haven't been clear enough with us to this point. So the possibilities are endless, and I don't necessarily think that's a good thing. Because you're begging an audience to come sit down, watch your movie, consume this new material, and just expect to understand where it's heading when it's kind of impossible when every single film ends in a totally different direction. But I think Thor: Love and Thunder might have actually been the topper. I think it might have been the reason that I'm really feeling this fatigue and this just exhaustion from the universe. And that's because I watched a movie. I sat down in a theater for 2 hours straight and watched a movie that had almost no purpose whatsoever. It didn't progress any characters. It didn't move the plot forward. It didn't end in a way that made it seem any more clearer as to where the universe was headed. And really, it focused more on just wasting audiences' time, providing an escape, providing a getaway that added for a ton of humor, but nothing that added to or amounted to anything. There's now a point in this universe where they're reaching for all of these very interesting concepts, taking from very rich comic material and turning it into a joke, and I could feel it going in. I just wasn't that excited for the movie. It was also sort of a wake-up call when I sat there with a packed crowd and watched at least 6 people walk out midway through. And throughout the entire movie, those who stuck around did not engage with it, were not entertained, did not laugh, did not emote whatsoever. I didn't either. There was just nothing there to latch on to.
Are you not entertained?
And obviously, I still trust Kevin Feige, and I know that there's a greater vision for the universe, and they're not slowing down anytime soon. One, because they make the most money at the box office, but two, because I do believe that when you dig deeper, there is some sort of story to tell here that they are reaching for. But as of right now, it's just in a state of the universe to where I do not feel as invested. Does that mean I'm not going to watch every movie? No, because obviously, as a fan of the universe for this long, I want to see it succeed, I want to see it progress, and I want to see things come together in a way that makes sense and makes things better. But I do feel like I've lost my excitement, and I do feel like it's going to take a little bit for me to just sort of cool off, get my distance. There has just been so much to consume, and there really hasn't been a break in between. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to come on here and make this video, sort of discuss where I'm at mentally and just processing the state of the Marvel Cinematic Universe as a fan, as a supporter, as someone who wants to see them succeed. And I wanted to come on here and use this opportunity to ask you guys, how are you feeling about the state of the Marvel Cinematic Universe? What are your thoughts on Phase 4 thus far? What projects are you looking forward to? Which projects do you think have missed the mark in one way or another? Are you feeling the same fatigue I am? Do you think there is light at the end of the tunnel? Which, to answer your question already, I think there's definitely light at the end of the tunnel. It's just a matter of when we'll see that light, when that resolution will come, when we'll see the bigger picture. Definitely comment down below. Make sure to engage in this video. I really want to get people's eyes on this and see this and just start a conversation, because this isn't something I'm coming at with a toxic point of view. This isn't something I'm coming at with just saying I hate everything and it's not smart, it's not logical, so it sucks. No, I have fun with these movies. I just wish I was having more fun currently than I am, because there was a point to where these movies were all I look forward to every single year, and I'm just not feeling that way currently. So let's get that discussion going on down below in the comments. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, I'll see y'all later. Peace out.